Welcome back to Family Dynamics Revenge Stories, the house where love was never enough. The Malik house looked perfect from the outside. A large two-story home in a quiet suburban neighborhood, clean white walls, a small garden, and warm yellow lights glowing from the windows every evening. Neighbors often said, "What a beautiful family." But inside that house, love was never evenly divided. The parents' Ahmed Malik was a respected man. In his late 50s, calm, disciplined, and emotionally reserved. He believed love was shown through responsibility, not words. His wife, Saira Malik, was softer but tired. Years of balancing her husband's silence and her children's emotions had drained her. She loved both her children deeply, but even she couldn't deny the truth. Her son and daughter were always competing. The son, Zayan Malik. Zayan was the elder child, 30 years old, responsible, practical, quiet. He had always been the good son, top grades, no trouble, always obedient. But inside, Zayan carried a silent hunger. He wanted appreciation. He wanted to be seen. When his father praised him, it felt like oxygen. When his father ignored him, it felt like suffocation. Zayan believed, greater than, if I do everything right, they will finally love me more. 3. The daughter, Alina Malik. Alina was 26, emotional, expressive, sensitive. She was her mother's shadow and her father's soft spot. Ahmed never said it openly, but Alina reminded him of himself when he was young, passionate and idealistic. Alina knew it too. She craved attention, reassurance, affection. And when she didn't get it, she demanded it. 4. The unspoken competition. It was never said aloud, but it existed in every room. If Zayan bought his parents gifts, Alina would plan surprises. If Alina spent time with their mother, Zayan would handle responsibilities. If one received praise, the other felt robbed. They smiled at each other. They hugged. But underneath, resentment quietly grew. And the parents, they didn't notice. Or maybe, they chose not to. Part 2. Two loves that changed everything. Mature 5. 5. The son's wife, Mariam. Zayan married Mariam 2 years ago. She was gentle, intelligent, and observant. From the first day she entered the Malik house, she sensed something was wrong. The forced smiles, the awkward silences, the way Alina watched her. Mariam tried her best to fit in. She cooked, cleaned, respected everyone. But no matter what she did, she felt like an outsider, especially to Alina. Alina smiled at her, but her eyes never softened. 6. The daughter's boyfriend, Rayyan. Rayyan entered the family quietly. He was charming, confident, well-spoken. Alina loved him fiercely. Rayyan admired Alina's passion, but what attracted him most was something else. The Malik family status, their house, their reputation, their stability. Ahmed liked Rayyan. Saira trusted him. Zayan didn't. From the first meeting, Zayan felt uncomfortable around Rayyan. Something in his eyes felt calculating. But Zayan stayed silent. That was his habit. 7. The beginning of the misunderstanding. It started with something small, a dinner. The family sat together laughing. Ahmed praised Rayyan for his career growth and ambition. "You remind me of myself," Ahmed said. Alina beamed with pride. Zayan smiled politely, but his heart sank. Later that night, Mariam said softly, "Did you notice how your father spoke about Rayyan?" Zayan nodded. "Yes." "That must hurt," she said gently. Zayan shrugged. "It's nothing." But it wasn't nothing. For the first time, Zayan felt replaced. Part 3. Poisoned words and silent betrayals. Martyr 8. 8. Alina's insecurity. Alina noticed the shift too. Her father's attention was now divided, not just between her and Zayan, but also Mariam. Mariam was praised for her manners, her patience, her sacrifices. Alina felt threatened. One evening, she whispered to Rayyan, "I think Mariam doesn't like me." Rayyan frowned. "Why would you think that?" "She tries too hard. It feels fake," Alina said. Rayyan didn't respond immediately, but an idea quietly formed in his mind. Chapter 9. Rayyan plants a seed. A few days later, Rayyan spoke to Mariam when no one was around. "You seem lonely here," he said kindly. Mariam smiled politely. "I'm fine." He leaned closer. "Alina sometimes feels you judge her." Mariam looked shocked. "I would never—" "I know," Rayyan interrupted softly. But misunderstandings grow if no one clears them. Those words stayed with Mariam. That same night, Rayyan spoke to Zayan. I respect you, he said. But Alina feels you think she's irresponsible. Zayan stared at him. I never said that. Rayyan sighed. Maybe not. But she feels it. Slowly, quietly, Rayyan began doing what he did best. He twisted emotions. 10. Cracks turned into wounds. Small arguments started. Alina accused Mariam of being cold. Mariam accused Alina of being disrespectful. Zayan defended his wife. Alina ran to her parents. Ahmed scolded Zayan for the first time. Keep peace in this house, he said sternly. Zayan felt humiliated. That night he asked Mariam, Did you ever say anything against Alina? Mariam's eyes filled with tears. No, but no one believes me. For the first time in their marriage, doubt entered Zayan's heart, the first open confrontation. The fight happened on a Sunday morning. It started over something small, tea. Mariam had prepared breakfast as usual. Alina walked into the kitchen and noticed her favorite cup was missing. Where's my cup? Alina asked sharply. I didn't see it, Mariam replied calmly. I used the others. Alina laughed sarcastically. You always use things without asking. Mariam froze. I live here too. That single sentence ignited everything. You live here because of my brother, Alina snapped. Don't forget whose house this is. The words cut deep. Mariam's hands trembled. I have never disrespected you. Your silence is disrespect, Alina replied. Zayan entered the kitchen just in time to see Mariam's tears. What's going on? He asked. She thinks she owns this house, Alina shouted. That's not true, Mariam cried. Zayan stood between them. Enough! Don't talk to my wife like that. Alina stared at him in disbelief. So now you choose her over me? That question hung in the air like poison. 12's parents take sides. Syra rushed in, alarmed. What's happening? Alina spoke first, fast, emotional, rehearsed. She insults me. She ignores me. She acts superior. Mariam opened her mouth, but Ahmed raised his hand. Mariam, he said firmly, you must adjust. Alina is our daughter. Zayan felt something break inside him. She is my wife, he said quietly. Ahmed's eyes hardened. Don't raise your voice at me. That day lines were drawn, and no one crossed them carefully. Part 5. Secrets in the Shadows. Knowledge 13. Rayyan's double game. Rayyan watched everything from a distance. He comforted Alina, he listened patiently, he nodded sympathetically. But behind closed doors, he was doing something else. Late one night, Mariam received a message. Rayyan, I think you're being misunderstood. I want to help. She hesitated but replied politely. That conversation turned into many. Rayyan spoke gently, intelligently, always painting himself as neutral. You deserve respect, he told Mariam. You sacrifice so much. Mariam never crossed a line, but she didn't stop him either. 14. Zayan's growing doubt. Zayan noticed changes. Mariam was distant. She guarded her phone. She looked exhausted. One evening he asked, Is something bothering you? Mariam forced a smile. Just tired. Zayan wanted to believe her, but Rayyan's words echoed in his head. Your wife feels trapped here. Seeds of suspicion grew quietly. 15. Alina's discovery. Fate intervened cruelly. Alina borrowed Mariam's phone one afternoon to make a call. A notification popped up. Rayyan's name. Her blood ran cold. She opened the messages. Nothing inappropriate, but intimate enough to hurt. Supportive words, late-night conversations. Alina felt betrayed, not just by Mariam, but by Rayyan. That night, she confronted him. Why are you messaging my sister-in-law? She demanded. Rayyan stayed calm. She's lonely. I was helping. You crossed a boundary, Alina screamed. Rayyan sighed. You're overreacting. Those words shattered her trust. Part 6. The explosion. Mart. 16. The accusation. Alina didn't wait. The next day, she confronted the entire family. She is having an emotional affair with my boyfriend, Alina cried. Mariam collapsed into tears. That's not true. Zayan felt the ground disappear beneath his feet. Ahmed stood up furiously. Is this true? No, Mariam pleaded. Zayan looked at his wife, searching her eyes. But doubt had already poisoned him. 17, the sun breaks. That night, Zayan asked the question he feared. Did you ever feel something for him? Mariam's silence lasted 1 second too long. No, she whispered. But the damage was done. For the first time in his life, Zayan shouted, I chose you over my family, and this is what I get? Mariam cried uncontrollably. I was alone, she said. No one listened to me. Zayan walked out. Symptom 18, the shocking twist begins. 2 days later, Rayyan disappeared. No calls, no messages. Then a letter arrived, addressed to Ahmed Malik. Inside was a truth no one expected. Ahmed Malik's hands trembled as he unfolded the letter. Syra stood beside him. Zayan and Alina sat silently, tension thick in the room. Mariam stood in the corner, eyes swollen from crying. The letter read, Mr. Ahmed Malik, you may hate me after reading this, but you deserve the truth. I did not come into your family by accident. I came because of something you did 28 years ago? Ahmed felt dizzy. Zayan frowned. What does this mean? Ahmed continued reading. My mother was your employee. You promised her security, respect, and support. Instead, when she became pregnant, you denied everything. You destroyed her reputation and forced her to leave the city. Syra gasped. Alina shook her head. This is a lie. But Ahmed's face had gone pale. She raised me alone. She died believing you abandoned us. I didn't want money. I wanted you to feel what abandonment feels like. I wanted your family to break, slowly, painfully. And I succeeded. The letter slipped from Ahmed's hand. The truth had arrived. Anached 20 parents' dark secret. Syra turned to her husband, voice shaking. Ahmed, is this true? Ahmed sat down heavily. I was young, he whispered. I was afraid of society, of scandal. You let an innocent woman suffer, Syra cried. And hid it from all of us? Zayan felt sick. All his life he had chased his father's approval, and this was the man he admired. Lecture Part 8. Children pay for their parents' sins. Panchachat Sa to 21. 2021. 21 21 21 21 21 21 21 21 21 21 21 21 21 21 21 21 21 21 21 21 21 21 21 21 21 21 21 21 21 21 21 21 21 21 21 21 21 21 21 21 51 21 51 51 21 21 21 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21,
Alina breaks completely.
Alina collapsed. So he never loved me, she sobbed. I was just a weapon. Her competition with Zayan, her jealousy, her insecurity, all of it suddenly felt meaningless. She had been used, Sauta 22, Zayan's realization. Zayan finally understood the favoritism, the emotional distance, the silent guilt his father carried. It wasn't about love, it was about fear. Zayan walked to Mariam. I failed you, he said quietly. I doubted you when you needed me. Mariam looked broken but honest. I never loved him, she said. I just wanted someone to hear me. For the first time, Zayan chose correctly. 23, parents face the consequences. Ahmed tried to speak, but no one listened anymore. Syra said through tears, we destroyed our children trying to protect our image. The house that once looked perfect was now empty inside. Part 9. The final twist and the end. Matter 24. The ultimate revelation. Weeks later, another truth surfaced. Rayyan was not alone. Before disappearing, he had transferred evidence to a lawyer, proof of Ahmed Malik's past crime. The case went public. Ahmed lost his reputation. His business collapsed. But something else happened too. Rayyan had included a final message. I thought revenge would heal me. It didn't. It only proved that broken people create broken families. 25. The children choose their own ending. Zayan and Alina finally talked, honestly, for the first time in their lives. We were fighting for love that didn't exist properly, Zayan said. Alina nodded, tears in her eyes. We were never enemies. They chose distance from their parents, not out of hatred, but for healing. 26. The lesson. Months later, Mariam and Zayan moved into a small apartment. No competition, no favoritism, no manipulation, just peace. Alina went abroad to rebuild herself. Ahmed and Syra remained in the big house, silent, together, but alone. Thanks for watching.